Hey, what's up everybody? I'm Kurt with Offroad Armor, and today we're going to be putting on our framed upper doors on this Can-Am Defender. Now this Can-Am Defender has the new style doors, so they're not the old style where they were just all black. This is a new style with the door handle on the outside. That's how we differentiate them. So anyways, this is the frame here, and this is going to go up there just like that, but we've got a few steps we need to do before we do that. So the first step we're going to do is mounting on the front mounting bracket, and this is going to go, our customer already has mirrors on his machine, so this is going to go right in behind there. We're going to utilize the same bolts, and all you got to do is take this inside piece off right here to get to access those bolts. So we'll do that and move on to the next step. Okay, so we've gone ahead and put this front bracket on. As you can see, it's behind the mirror. I've kept it loose, and you know, that allows this roll bar to go in the frame there. And what we're going to do next is put the hinge on right here. So as you can see, I've started it. We've got our bolts up there, our supplied bolts and hinge, and we'll go ahead and get that tightened down. And you can see that it's already kind of, the holes are kind of cut out for where they need to be. So there is a left and a right hinge, and this hinge would come off of there with the whole door. So we'll go ahead and get that tightened up. Okay, so as you see, I've got the female side of the hinge put on the roll bar here. I wanted to show you what I'm going to do here. I'm going to put the other part of the hinge to the inside. That way, I've got some adjustment on the inside there, and I'm going to keep it loose. But that way, I can adjust this bracket this way, because that's why we slotted that, to adjust the whole frame if we need to. So I'm going to keep that fairly loose right now. Fairly loose, and we're going to go ahead and attach the frame to it and attach it to the front, and we're well on our way. All right, so as you can see, I've taken it off once again and put it on here. Now all I really have to do is just put this on right here. Again, everything is loose, and right there I've used the bottom two holes for this, but yeah, next we're gonna, as you can see, everything's fitting up really nice already. We'll go ahead and finish this up and see where we're gonna put the Velcro and see how she opens and closes. So I'm putting the bolt through this front bracket and bolting the frame there. We'll go ahead and get this tightened up. And that's another reason why we left this loose, because again, we might need to push this back or forward depending on our frame. We'll finish that up. All right, so we put our bolt in the top there, we put our hinge back on, and I'm just kind of lining everything up. Looks like it's gonna fit good. So now we're going to do a couple things here. So we put this flap here, you're gonna fold this over. But as you can see, this part is going to attach to the B-pillar here. So we're going to make some slits. We're just going to make a slit right here so that can slide back a little further. And you can cut these, you know, however you want. You can cut this fabric. It's not going to continue to rip on you because it's military marine grade fabric, cross-threaded. So it's not going to continue to rip. So we might have to cut some down here to, you know, to make it look nice. So we'll go ahead, we'll finish up putting all the Velcro on and making our necessary adjustments, as well as tightening everything up to our liking, and we'll see the finished product on the front door. All right, so we've got our door, as you can see, and it's about as airtight as it's gonna get. Now, these aren't made to be just airtight like $4,000 doors, you know, they're just upper doors, soft upper doors. So, but they are gonna do a great job. I wanted to bring you in here to show you one last step. So we've got our door done. And this right here, this is a Velcro handle strap. So whenever you're probably not gonna have this issue unless you're going over 40 miles an hour, but sometimes the wind does tend to catch soft enclosures and these type of things. So we've sewn in at the top of the door here a strap. And all you gotta do is do that when you're driving down the road, and it'll keep it from bowing open. So if you want to, you can take a look here. As you see, the door opens, and you can hear that noise. That's just the Velcro over time. That'll loosen up there. But other than that, yeah, we're pretty excited at how this door turned out, and we'll move on to the back door. Okay, so we're moving to the back door now. And as you can see, I've taken the rubber gasket off the top of here. And our next move is gonna be to take off this plastic panel so we can get in on the other side of this. So if you wanna come around here, I've already taken that bolt out right there, that top one right there. There's one in here, and then there's one right here. So just a total of 4 of them. And I'll get those out, get this taken off, and I'll show you what we're gonna do next. All right, so now that we've got our plastic fascia off the rear door, I wanna go over one thing we had an issue with on this customer. As you can see, that's rounded out there. There's already a bolt in there, and it's rounded out. You might have to cut this to get anything on it. You might have to cut down to this and cut that bolt out of there. I'm just letting you know that it may come down. It'll always be hidden, so it's not that big of a deal, but we were able to get it out finally, but it might be easier just to cut down. I think we had to do that on the other door. So next move is we're gonna take this out, and we're going to replace that. If you want to hang with me here, we're gonna replace that with this bolt right here. So I'm gonna drill this hole out to allow for this bigger bolt that we include. And then I'm also gonna be putting another bolt in there. So we'll go ahead and do that. And I'll show you what the next step is. So as you can see, we're putting the bracket on, and we've utilized the 2 bolts that will come with this. We'll just get these tied on there, and then it will, obviously we want to tighten it to where it's going to clear those bolts on the inside. It should just barely clear those bolts on the inside. We'll get this tightened down and put the fascia back on, and we should be good to go on mounting this. And the nice thing is, you know, you can move this up or down if you need to adjust these as well. So we'll go ahead and get that done. What's up, everybody? Hey, we got cut off in the last film. Unfortunately, we had to go, so we had to do this a different day. So we just finished up our rear doors. As you can see, they look great. They open and close really nice. That frame is bent inwards, as you can see, so that it seals really nice. We suggest bending that frame in a little bit, but let me just go over what we did here. So we took this panel off the back. I think it's where we left off in the last video. And we've gone ahead and drilled these 2 holes out right here. So these 2 are gonna hold that mounting bracket, which holds the bolt that you're gonna put into the end of the bar. Okay, so that bracket right there is gonna hold that bolt. And then we've got the extension plate right here. We've got the hinge right here. So the hinge goes onto the extension plate. And then we've also got the big L bracket here that connects to the hinge right here and connects to our bar. So we use these bars for all of the Can-Am Defenders, so that's why we had to create this. But again, it works great. And that sound you hear is just the Velcro holding it on back here. So Obviously, you're probably going to hear a little bit of that every time until it wears out just a little bit and finds the right spot. So we went ahead and put Velcro in the back of here. We put Velcro on the bottom of here and behind the door handle, as you can see. And guys, that's it. That is the finished product. The framed upper doors from the Can-Am Defenders, from Offroad Armor, guys. If you got any other questions during install, feel free to give us a call. We'll help you guys out. Thanks.